Hey friends, it's your boy LUCA, and you're listening to the LUCA Project. Ayo! It's me, LUCA, and you're listening to another episode of the LUCA Project. Now, for today's episode, I really wanted to come on here and, speak about things, that I'm working on right now, and, you guys are probably thinking, like, Luca, like, what are some things that you are working on right now? And that is a really great question. So pretty much, so like what I'm working on is, myself, meaning like I'm learning to, love myself, really appreciate who I am as a person. And I'm also working on, like being more like confident, like, because, like when I was like growing up, I was, kind of shy a bit, but I wasn't really confident in myself, but I feel like as time went on, like I started like getting a little bit more confident and, I kind of feel like I'm at a place right now, like where I am like yeah, I'm kind of like at like a breaking point of like being confident, like if that makes sense. But like yeah, those are just a few things that I'm like working on right now, so like oh yes, yeah, like here's an example, so the song, Love Myself to Love You. Yeah, make sure you go stream it. It's a really great song and it's got a great message to it. And so pretty much like that song, like I wrote about like really learning to really like love myself fully, before I could ever like commit to, a relationship. And like right now I'm single right now, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with being single, like I'm just not ready yet for that kind of, commitment. But one day, like maybe I will be ready, but I'm just really happy with myself right now, and which is a good thing, because I'm learning to really love myself, really appreciate myself, and to also, like treat myself, yeah, which is also another thing as well, and like yeah, and I really encourage my fans, to really like treat yourself, like because like if you like accomplish something, then you should really like treat yourself, because like you accomplished something or you like worked really hard on something, you should definitely treat yourself, and you really shouldn't like let that stuff, get like swept under the rug, or like under get swept under the mat, like if that's the saying, like you really shouldn't do that, and just pretend that that when you succeeded at something, like you're just sweeping it under the mat and it's like it's not even there, it's invisible, just really let that show, just really like treat yourself, because like when you treat yourself, like you are like encouraging yourself, like to do like better, like or like improving yourself, and you're just like treating yourself, and like that is like kind of like your like motivation, to like keep going, and to never quit, you know. So yeah. But yeah, I definitely encourage my fans strongly, to really treat yourself, because trust me, it's life changing, and it will make your life like better. Trust me on this. I know what I'm doing, Yeah, I know. So, because, like, also, like, another thing, like, with, like, loving yourself, like, yeah, some people, like, find it hard to self love, like, you just, like, really gotta, like, like, how do I put it, like, this way? Like, yeah, like, uh, hold on a second, guys. Just give me a second to like process this real fast, okay? Like because I just feel like if you're really going to like love yourself, just you gotta really like love yourself. Like I know that sounds like corny or cliche a bit, but that's the truth. You gotta really love yourself. You gotta just love like who you are, and like what you do for a living, like whether if you oh no wait, no, no, oh no wait, scrap that. Like yeah, and yeah, I thought I would have like something else, but like, but yeah, I got nothing, but just you just gotta like find some way to really like love yourself, and and another, and like something with like appreciating yourself, like that just means just like give yourself like a pat on the back, or like a round of applause, because like you gotta just like really like encourage yourself, like to like really like do better, or to like improve, like just like give yourself some type of like motivation that's going to like strive you to want to like to do better in life, or do better at something, because like that's because like motivation is like the key. It's a key for just like wanting to like strive to do something better, or improving on something, like for me, like for instance, like me like singing, like because like I because like yeah, because I grew up listening to a lot of like Ariana Grande, and yeah, I know, yeah, my fans, yeah, y'all know I love Ariana so much, like she's the best, And so like I've always wanted to like strive, like to be like her, and she really inspired me, to do music, and she was my motivation to, want to, to do music, and I'm like doing it, and over the years I've like gotten better at my singing, and I really like appreciate that. Yeah, and like now I feel like I'm at a place where, like my singing is better, and I'm going to keep, like growing as an artist and also as a person as well, so yeah. Yeah, and like now, like when it comes to confidence, like like how some people, just like they just like tell you, just like just be confident. It's just really hard to, just like be confident, like just like that, but like like that takes time, and like you have to understand that like no one is born confident, like like you really have to, just like keep like working on it, and like one day like you'll be like confident enough, but like no one is born like confident, like 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 life is just all about like working on something, and just like improving, just like getting better, that's pretty much just like what life is just all about, it's just like working on like things, that you're like struggling with or you're having a hard time, and that's okay, because we're all not perfect, and at the end of the day we're all human beings, we all make mistakes, and that's okay. Yeah, and yeah, it just felt really good, to really like talk about like all these things, just like working on, like working on like uh, self love, appreciation and confidence, like speaking of like working on it, Megan Trainor, who is also another one of my favorite singers as well, yeah, she also has a podcast called Working on It, and it's with her and her brother Ryan Trainor, and I strongly encourage you all to listen to her podcast, because she talks about like real life stuff, like like there's like one episode where she talks about, like her brother talked about like like sobriety, and there was another one that Megan talked about being like a mother, and and like nutrition, and stuff like that, so I highly recommend listening to her podcast. It's called Working on It with Megan and Ryan Trainer. Yeah, I will put the link to it in the description below. Okay, and yep, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this podcast episode today. I hope it shedded some light on like on just like working on things, and and if you guys can relate to my things that I'm working on, then cool. And if you guys have any like things that you're working on, just please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You know, I'm very intrigued, to hear like what y'all are, like working on now. So yeah. I highly also recommend doing that as well. Like, just comment below what you are currently working on right now. Coolio. And yep, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed listening to another episode of the LUCA Project. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my podcast, the LUCA Project, here on YouTube. And make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning it now. So follow me. So it's the underscore LUCA Project, and that's all lowercase. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and on subscribe on to my YouTube channel on YouTube as well. So yeah, there we go. I nailed it. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, so thank you all so much for listening, and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.